Hey Mike, just wanted to do your next video on our nutrition talk. So I think the meeting went really well last week, and I think we finally managed to clear a couple of things up and make it a little tiny bit more obvious of what we've got to try and do moving forward. So first things first, challenge of this video, just like I set you challenges before, but I'd like to start a bit of a fresh from here, because let's be honest, we haven't made any steps forward yet with the nutrition. I really want to start to see you feeling like, okay, yeah, I'm getting some noticeable changes. So here is your challenge. As of from whatever day you choose, I would like you to try to gradually or straight away remove any source of caffeine out of your body. Now, the way I'd like you to do this is by increasing your water intake. So make sure that there's a bottle around you of water all the time. Put one in your car, have one in your front desk, have one when you come here, this kind of stuff, because drinking water is a habit. But at the same time, cutting out tea or coffee for a couple of weeks, it's already become a habit, so it's going to be difficult to kick. So find your way, but know that you must do it. And if you want to learn a little tiny bit more about it, look for the caffeine section in the Fitter Food book. So there's your challenge. Good luck, and let me know how you're getting on. So next stage from here is water intake. Now, I've just touched on that a little tiny bit there, but I'd really like you to make a conscious effort of trying to make sure that there's enough water going in. Now, I wouldn't be exaggerating if I said this is going to make you need the loo a bit more to start off with, but bear in mind we're trying to change everything about you and how your body works. So in order to make a change, there's going to be a little tiny bit of backlash, and with water it happens to be going to the loo. I'm not saying you need to do this all the time, because I understand you're a busy man and you might have an important meeting that might go on for a couple of hours, and if you're drinking water all the time you need to get up and go to the loo. That just won't quite work. But do your best you can to try and drink at least 2 litres of water a day. It's probably one of the best things you can do for weight loss, because fat is a genetic organism, same as us, and basically if you don't break those little cells up by hydrating them, they won't go anywhere. But also makes you feel a lot better and makes you look a lot healthier, which is a big part of what we're all about with this. So please start trying to really increase that water long term anyway. So calorie intake. I've been looking into your BMR, and that will be attached to this video, but in short, just to break it down to you, I'd like to try and get you eating the right amount of calories to keep you as healthy as possible and keep that consistently happening. The reason we've got to do that is, again, we're trying to change your body, so we've got to impart these simple little foundations at the start. Eating a bit more doesn't sound difficult, but it is going to require a change, and your body will fight back. You might not feel hungry, still eat. You might feel full, still eat. And finally, you might find yourself going to the loo a lot more for number 2. It's because there's more food going in, but that's never hurt weight loss, ever at all. So look for the number that I attach to this and try and get as close as you can to it. I don't expect you to hit it straight away, but let's say if you're eating 15 to 1600 calories and I'm asking you to try and eat, 2500 calories, start to edge your way up. That's not your number, by the way. Don't try and eat 2500 calories. Movement. As of from this video today, Mike, I need you to be doing a minimum movement of 2 days a week, sometimes 3 if you can. What I mean by movement is something that gets your face red, or your heart rate up, or you sweating a little, or keeps you physically moving. Now, for the next couple of weeks, I'm only going to count that as coming to the gym. Just simple reason being is I want to check up on you, and I want to make sure that you actually are doing this. So for the next couple of weeks, I need you in the gym twice a week. Now, what I'd like you to start trying to add that to is either coming to see me or using the gym space. You've done some really great things when you've been coming the last few times, like using the treadmill, warming up, this kind of stuff. But that's a tiny step. There's only a tiny little step to actually getting you to do that in the gym, working out. And like I said, I'll always be there to support you doing it anyway, but a bit of extra movement will really help. So, final bits. Mandy, this is your part, and this is what I want you to try and get your head around, and I'll also attach some page numbers out of the book for you to have a look at. So, first things first, what we're trying to get Mike out of, or what we're trying to get you, Mike, out of. Starvation mode. So that is where your body's not starving, but it's not doing anything either. It's just staying as is. And that's because your body composition, so your body composition decides where your weight's going to be, is actually working very well at the minute. It's doing exactly like it should do, which is keep you on an even keel. The problem is it's reset at some stage through whatever's put this weight on, and you're staying at that weight. So we're trying to change that by adding all of the foundations that we just said at the beginning, but we have to encourage the body to do that. So when it's a healthy environment is when your body works at its best, and basically cells only duplicate in a healthy or a safe environment. They won't multiply unless it's safe, because they won't bring more cells into an unsafe environment or if they're stressed, and fat is made up of cells. So we've got to make sure that it's as healthy as possible. The way we're going to do that, or the way, Mandy, you can help to do this, is definitely with the meals thing, and just making sure there's more whole foods, so more kind of leftovers from meals, fruit, veg, this kind of stuff, just hanging around for Mike to eat and to snack on, instead of snacking on things that he shouldn't be, which he knows. But also by adding a little tiny bit more veg, fats, proteins, this kind of stuff to his meals, you can't really go wrong at the minute. Just for the next couple of weeks, he can't eat too many vegetables and he can't eat too much protein. Try to avoid putting too much healthy fat in there, which is in your book. If you look at the back part about fats, you can't really go wrong. I will be changing this when we come in to strip his weight down, but for now, to get the healthiest Mike, you can't eat too much of those things that I've just said. Starvation mode is where your body holds on to something because it's not nutriently happy, or it's not getting enough of something, so it holds on to it to keep you alive. We've got to change that. Final bit. How are we going to finally lose the weight after these next 3 weeks, where we're going to try and get your body to really start to adapt? We're then going to start to take you into a small calorie deficiency, but not too much of one. So again, if you're meant to be eating 2,500, I might start you down at the 2,300 mark and just get you to adjust to that and get your body used to it. We'll weigh you after a week, see if the body's lost any weight. If it hasn't, we'll knock down again. And eventually we'll find a number somewhere in between there where you start consistently losing weight. And then all we do is we sit you there and let you consistently get used to losing weight at that part, hope your body composition changes with it, and then all we do, and this is where it gets interesting, is gradually start to increase your calories again by 50 calories and keep checking on your weight. And what should happen, and what I've seen happen in the past, is once we've started the body wanting to lose weight, it continues. Even if you're increasing your calories, it goes, oh, okay, I'm going to start to lose a bit more weight, I'm going to start to do that. And then what we'll reach is what's called your calorific ceiling, where I might put you back up to 2,500 calories, but you keep losing weight. And then I might put you up to 3,000 calories, and at 3,000 calories your body goes, oh, that's too many calories, and you start to stabilise, or you start to put on a pound or two. And then all you do is you just sit slightly underneath that. So I hope that makes sense. From there, you will be able to maintain that for the rest of your life, and your body will stay at its healthiest position. And when your body's healthy, your body composition will keep you there because it wants to be healthy. That's your job, your body's job at the end of the day, to keep you healthy. So I hope that will make sense. If there's any questions, drop me a line back. I will send you this video shortly, followed by an email just with your BMR and just some directions of what to do. Thanks very much, Mike. Thanks, Mandy.